by Sandra White. Ms Lennon,
Thank you
please.
very much, Presiding Officer. As MSPs, we were asked to support many motions. Sometimes it feels like hundreds a week, but I was genuinely delighted to see the motion in Linda Fabiani's name, and delighted that she has secured support for this really important debate. East Kilbride is just down the road from me. I live in Blantyre, and it's in the region that I represent. So the remarkable contribution of the Rolls-Royce workers to Scotland's industrial history is of special significance to me and our shared constituents. I've known about the story for some time, but not well enough. So I think Linda Fabiani is absolutely right. You just have to see the film, and regrettably, I haven't been able to find the time to do that yet. And I'm very jealous of friends who've seen it not just once, but a couple of times already. So it's on my to-do list. I want to add my gratitude to the heroic engineers Bob Fulton, Robert Somerville, Stuart Barry and John Keenan, and all of the workers who took part in the boycott, and to commend the filmmaker Felipe Bustos Sierra for basically educating the world about this remarkable part of our history, the very best of our humanity. And a special welcome to Bob and Stuart and Felipe, who are in the gallery. Linda Fabiani has set the scene already for what happened back in the 70s, which was just before I was born, but she is right, that brutal dictatorship in Chile lasted far too long. According to Chilean government accounts, over 3,000 people died or disappeared, and as many as 28,000 were tortured. And to this day, relatives continue to search for lost loved ones. So this debate allows us to remember the dead, but also show our solidarity for the living, including the people who arrived in Scotland as refugees of that regime of terror and have made Scotland their home. As we've heard, and after the coup, the military jet engines from Chile were in need of vital repairs and were returned to East Kilbride, to the Rolls-Royce factory. And quite simply, on moral grounds, the workers refused to repair these engines. And that act of protest started remarkably with one person, one worker, Bob Fulton. And that is truly inspiring, because what happened next, it shows you that the importance of workers organising, the importance of being part of a trade union, and that 4,000 workers unanimously agreed to follow suit and support Bob. And that unity was crucial to the success of the protests. I think the workers in Rolls-Royce, they understood an injury to one is an injury to all, and they have shown us the true meaning of solidarity and internationalism. And as a Lanarkshire woman, I'm also proud that others in politics were taking up this fight, and notably Dame Judith Hart, who was then the Minister of Overseas Development in the Labour government, an MP in Lanark. Judith was one of the very few women in Westminster at that time, and she used her position to fight poverty and injustice from Lanarkshire to Chile. She was a formidable advocate for socialism, and her unwavering support of Chile against Pinochet earned her the Chilean Order of Merit. The title of the film, Ne Pasaran, is of course the Scottish interpretation on the Spanish words for "they shall not pass," and it speaks to the very best of, I think, Scottish culture and our character. And in that spirit, the workers not only refused to repair the engines, but actively obstructed their removal from the factory. And we've heard more about that the engines were left to rust in the yard. I think what's also, what adds to the mystery is that, the workers didn't really understand the impact of what they had done. And I think because of Felipe's film that we're able to now fully appreciate that. And I think it's very moving today that we're actually paying tribute in the Scottish Parliament, because I hope that everyone involved feels that we're all, immensely proud. And I hope that not just young people in East Kilbride and workers in East Kilbride in central Scotland, but I think everyone in Scotland has to see this film. So I know we're short of time, and I'm past my time already. So thank you, President Officer, but thank you to Linda Fabiani and to everyone for letting this story be told.